point, but we have discussed, but now we are trying to understand this diagram in a explanation way. See, consumption curve means CC. Start from point C. Start from point C on the y-axis. This implies that there is autonomous consumption. There is autonomous means consumption curve start from point C on the y-axis. This implies that there is autonomous consumption means C bar of OC. Autonomous consumption denoted by C bar of OC. Even when the national income is zero, even the when national income is zero, national income is zero. C at origin. Next point, consumption curve has a positive slope. Consumption curve has a positive slope which shows that income increases, consumption also increases. We have already discussed. Consumption curve has a positive slope which shows that income increases, consumption also increases. See next point. When income is less than consumption, see before point E, see before point E, see before point E, consumption, see, sorry, when income is less than consumption, see before point T, income is less than consumption. Income, this is income line and this is consumption line. Income is less than income means saving is negative. Income is less than consumption. Income line is below flow from the consumption curve line means income is less than consumption means saving is negative here. Saving is negative here. When income is less than consumption, then the dissaving. Dissaving means saving is negative will occur in an economy. See after this, when consumption becomes equal to income, when consumption becomes equal to income at OY level of income, when consumption becomes equal to income at OY level of income, OY level of income, consumption becomes equal to income, then saving is zero. We know that at E point saving is zero, so point E is called break even point. So point E is called break even point. When income is more than consumption, when income is more than consumption, when income is more than consumption after point E, after point E, this situation leads to saving means positive. This leads to situation leads to saving means positive saving. I hope all of you have understood this diagram. First of all, again I am explaining, I am repeating here, consumption curve start from point C on the y-axis. This situation implies that there is autonomous consumption means C bar of OC even when the national income is zero. After this, consumption curve has a positive slope which shows that income increases, consumption also increases. After this, when income is less than consumption before point T, you can say before break even point C, consumption is less than income is less than consumption, then saving is then the dissaving will occur in an economy. Saving is negative here. See after point E, when consumption greater than, when consumption less than income, saving is positive. At point T, say consumption is equal to income, saving is zero here. So this point is known as a break even point. I hope all of you have understood consumption function. See, what is the meaning of consumption function? All of you have understood. Then after, what are the features of consumption function? All of you have understood. See now, all of you have understood consumption function with the help of schedule, and diagram. I hope all of you have understood. See after this, types of propensity to consume means, as you know that we have discussed consumption function with the help of schedule and diagram, but consumption function is also known as propensity to consume means other name of consumption function is propensity to consume. Now we are going to discuss types of propensity to consume. Types of propensity to consume means types of consumption function. The first type, see, average propensity to consume. Average propensity to consume means APC. APC means average propensity to consume. What is the definition of this? See, average propensity to consume refers to the ratio of consumption expenditure to the corresponding level of income. See, what is the formula of APC? Consumption divided by national income. I can write this fraction into this form like consumption ratio national income. Consumption ratio national income means I can write this fraction into this form, C ratio Y. C ratio Y means this definition is according to formula, means average propensity to consume refers to the ratio of consumption expenditure to the corresponding level of income, means national income. I hope all of you have understood how will you make definition of average propensity to consume. If you have remember, means if you know the formula of APC, then you can easily make definition of average propensity to consume. See after this. See, now we are going to discuss average propensity to consume with the help of schedule and diagram. See, income, firstly we will take income, and then after we will take consumption, then after we will calculate value of APC. And you know that what is the formula of APC? Consumption upon national income, means consumption upon national income. So all of you are aware the value of national income, and all of you are aware of the value of consumption. Now after this we will divide consumption by national income. See, 40 divided by 0 means infinity. 40 divided by 0 means any positive value divided by 0 will be infinity. See, 120 divided by 100, 1.2. 200 divided by 200, 1. 280 divided by 300, 0.93. 360 divided by 400, 0.90. 440 divided by 500, 0.88. and 520 divided by 600, 0.86. Means see here, value of APC is decreasing. See, value of APC is decreasing from infinity to 1.2, from 1.21, 0.93. See, value of APC is decreasing, means see, I hope all of you have understood what is the relation between income and APC. Means income increases, level of APC decreases, and income decreases, level of APC increases. Means there is inverse relationship between income and APC. See after this, all of you have understood how will you calculate value of APC in schedule. But see, after this we are going to learn how will you calculate value of APC in diagram. See, this is the consumption line, this is the consumption line. See, at point B, suppose if you want to calculate value of APC at point B, means see, at point B consumption is OP, because consumption is measured on the y-axis and income is measured on the x-axis. See, so consumption is OP and income is OY. Consumption is OP and income is OY. See, at point B, what is the formula of APC? C upon Y. C upon Y means C divided by Y. See, what is C? OP. What is C? OP at this point. And what is national income at this point? OY. So APC in this diagram will be, we can say APC will be in this diagram OP upon OY. OP divided by OY. I hope all of you have understood how will you calculate value of APC in schedule, and I hope all of you have understood how will you calculate APC in diagram. See, in above diagram, income is measured on the x-axis and consumption is measured on the y-axis. We know that CC means consumption curve is the CC is the consumption curve. CC is the consumption curve. APC represent any one point on the consumption curve. APC represent any one point on the Consumption curve means suppose at point B on the consumption curve means CC, APC equal to C upon Y means C divided by Y is equal to OP upon OY. I hope all of you have understood. How will you calculate value of APC? First of all, what is the meaning of APC? APC refers to the ratio of consumption to corresponding level of national income. After this, how will you calculate the value of APC in schedule? All of you learned it. And how will you calculate the value of APC in diagram? All of you have learned it. See, after this you will explain this diagram. See, APC is equal to C upon Y is equal to OP upon OY. I hope all of you have understood. Have a good day and thank you very much.